be on board.
So I need you, because no one tells the truth better than Mike. I haven't heard of a takeover, a shooting, a stabbing, and I would, believe me, brother, you know. Is it that good in Market Square right now?
We've definitely seen a great improvement.
Oh.
And I obviously the Erie story that I just gave you, I spent the early part of the week up there.
Yeah.
And just to support. So I made sure to get, I'm actually, outside of the square right now, but
Nice.
I came down here to just catch up live with my team.
Yeah.
This morning, just, hey, fill me in.
Yeah.
We've had, just to be truthful, we've had an incident or two that the teams had to, actually last night they called 911 on just a group of kids that, probably made it through with someone that was over 21, and just being disrespectful in the dining room. Not a crazy incident, not fights, but just repeatedly being disrespectful. So we asked them to leave. But those are the things that we're down to, those problems right now. Just listen, we want to host you. We want everyone. We want to love all, serve all. Just behave in a reasonable manner, and everybody's great.
So hold on. How was that resolved? Did they leave? Did the cops come? What happened?
Yeah, the police showed up, just asked to move along. Like, they weren't customers, they weren't buying anything. Just found their way in and were being disrespectful to. It was a group of teenage-ish, I don't have boys, and one of our female managers, and she just wasn't comfortable in a confrontation. So it wasn't anything crazy.
No, just, Mike Geiger with Moe's. But
fortunately,
I don't want to speak for you, but you're saying it's a lot better, because I get that vibe.
100%.
Okay.
Yes, and that's where, again, you said it. I'm committed to sharing a truthful account with you. So, that's the feedback I got from something small last night. But I use that to paint a picture for you of positivity.
Nice.
In that,
love it.
If you think about the things we were dealing with a year ago,
oh yeah,
compared to something like that, it's dramatically different and dramatically better.
And Mike, how's revenue roughly? Is it up?
We're up.
Nice.
Yeah, I pulled some quick numbers this morning, so I had them to refer to. I mean, every week we're looking at somewhere in the mid-teens over what we did a year ago.
Whoa.
I like to go back. I like to compare to 24 because of the construction. We're up over where we were in 24. And more important is, again, I'll come back to the seasonality of my business. Yeah. Market Square tends to dip a bit once you get to mid-July into August. It's vacation time, right? Lots of people on vacation. We've held a consistent metric of uptrend even during vacation time.
Love it. We're going to start doing some events with Mike. We're going to hook up very special people with his team. They have this insane queso truck and a great way of treating people, and I love them. How many restaurants do you have now?
We're 10 in Pittsburgh, 2 in Erie. Always looking, having some good conversations right now to potentially add to the fold.
I love my man. He's just a type A who loves life and kicks ass and has become a very good friend. Mike Geiger, welcome to Moe's, brother. You're the man.
Welcome to Moe's, man. Talk to you soon.
I love it. I love it.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser, my friend Ellen, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Marty? Is slow go traffic for folks around an accident in Mount Lebanon. This is in the 1200 block of Washington Road, so very near the intersection with Rockland Place and Longview Drive. If you're traveling in that area, certainly watch out for delays around that. We do have slowdowns for you on the Parkway West. No accident there. That's the good news. Just some construction, some landscaping work that is in the median and keeping that left shoulder closed until about 2 p.m. And so that has traffic kind of sluggish through that pinch right by the Banksville on-ramp, and that's backing you to the top of Green Tree Hill there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be warm and humid with clouds and sun. There can be a late-day thunderstorm, high 82. Then partly to mostly cloudy, warm and humid tonight with a shower or two late, low 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm meteorologist Jason Caterina with your KFC weekend weather update. On Saturday, expect partly sunny skies with pleasant conditions and lower humidity. The high temperature will reach 77 degrees. Introducing the KFC $10 bucket of the day deal. Now every weekday, you get a different bucket of crispy, crunchy chicken for just $10 each. 24 nuggets, $10, 8-piece, $10, 10 wings, $10, 8 tenders, $10 only at KFC. Prices and participation may vary while supplies last.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
So my friend Carlos with Greater Pitt Tree Service, this is the guy to call. This is the company to call with all these big storms and all these big trees down. The safest, the most highly trained, the best pricing, the best equipment, the best you'll ever find. He's done several trees in our neighborhood and in our yard. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE. Greater Pitt Tree Service. Give me a yell.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Pony back to talk about Comer and Cross and their end-of-year garage sale going on right now. No, they're not having a sale in their garage. They are hooking you up with the garage floor of your dreams, just like they did for me. It's going to feel like pulling into a new car showroom every night. I get to do that every night, and you can too. A garage floor that's guaranteed to never chip, never crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint would. Comer and Cross, these are pros, not a fly-by-night organization. They're never pushy. They listen to you and your needs. Over 2,000 five-star reviews. They'll fix all the cracks and pits perfectly, and right now you can schedule them for their end-of-year garage sale. You'll get the best price of the year guaranteed, and on top of that, 50% off installation, and my installation took 1 day. So in 1 day, you can have a new garage floor. Easy call, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or schedule online at COMERcross.com.
Why would you ask a financial advisor permission to spend your own retirement money? There's something wrong with this system. Tune in for a different kind of retirement show with Greg Ayler, now at a new time, Saturdays at 5 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home. UPMC, life-saving, life-changing medicine.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Man, there are more jagoffs out there trying to rip people off. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And with AI, man. I tried to get to my American Express account, and I did, but it took like an hour, and I was ready to punch someone, but I couldn't because they were AI. That AI crap, I just almost snapped last night with AI on the phone. It's supposed to be a miracle, but oftentimes it isn't. I digress. the sheriff's office is very aggressive about exposing scams, and in particular, Kevin Krause. He'll send me a text and say, "This sucks. We gotta get our arms around this." He gives a damn. And I wanted to grab him because this most recent scam is bizarre, man. Wow. And the sheriff wants to make sure you folks don't get screwed. Someone got ripped off out of, wow, 30 grand. Good morning, Sheriff. How are you, sir?
Good, Marty. How are you?
Wow, this is frightening in a way. Tell us what happened here, sir.
Yeah, so this guy on Tuesday was at the Philadelphia airport when he was contacted by somebody posing as a deputy from my office, saying that, telling him he had federal warrants for missing court and he owed fines, and if he didn't pay him right away, then he would face additional fines and jail time. And he said that he'd be returning to Pittsburgh yesterday. And the caller said that, I'm going to call you 3 times in the morning. If you don't answer after the third call, you're going to face additional charges. And it kind of went from there.
Wow. Man. So what went from there? What happened from there, sir?
So he directed this individual to a Bitcoin kiosk. The guy went, I guess he described it, he was in a state of panic. So he went to the Bitcoin machine or the kiosk and deposited some money, which a subsequent deposit totaled $32,500, which he was scammed out of.
Jesus, Kevin. Damn. How the hell they find him at the airport in Philly, sir?
I think he just happened to be there when they called him. And
wow.
And they told him this, and he responded. And I mean, I can't tell you how unfortunate it is to handle these cases and to see this crap happen.
Oh, Kevin. Hey, how old is this guy?
He's 50 years old.
So he's younger.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
I mean, yeah.
Jesus, Kevin. Man, how did he find out he got screwed, sir? How did he finally hit him?
Yeah, he contacted our office, which we immediately initiated an investigation into it. But, these people, I mean, they use scare tactics and, terms to pressure people. They use the term contempt of court, gag order.
Wow.
They want you to stay in constant contact. Don't say anything to anybody because you're under a gag order. And, people hear these terms and it just adds additional pressure to the situation. And, unfortunately, people follow through with it. And once they send the money,
screwed.
It's gone.
They're screwed, sir. Hey, not to be a jerk here, where did he get this money from?
You mean the victims?
Yeah. How do you have that kind of money? How?
That I can't speak to. I don't know.
It would take me a while, sir. All that aside, Jesus, man. And by the way, Kevin, your people work their asses off, and they have caught some of these people, but it's almost kind of sort of impossible to get that money back, sir, yes?
Yeah, with the technology and the creativity that, these scammers use today, it's difficult, but I can tell you we certainly try, and sometimes we get lucky, and we can, find who's responsible and arrest them.
Kevin, has your office ever requested payment over the phone, sir?
No, never. We don't do any business over the phone, especially financial business. If the situation would arise to something similar to that, I mean, we would do everything in person and make sure we were transparent and, offered, people to be able to confirm exactly what we're doing and who they're doing it with. But these people, they'll go like on the website or different different websites to get actual names of people that actually do, work here.
They're pros, sir. They're pros.
They'll spoof a number, and they'll check the number, and it comes back to us. And
Sheriff Krause, you've never used a kiosk ever, and you've never used crypto, sir, ever.
Never. If you hear things such as Bitcoins, gift cards, wire money, we don't do business that way, and that hopefully would raise a red flag. But obviously in this case it didn't, and it's extremely frustrating to see good people get ripped off.
Oh my
by
God,
these,
Kevin. Sheriff Krause, you're the man.
Idiots.
Thank you for telling us, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Man, bad stuff. Really, really bad.
Injured? This is attorney Ed Shenderovich of Shenderovich, and Fishman. Our fee is only 25%, and we guarantee we'll win your case or you pay nothing. So call us at 888-98-TWINS. We've got your back, not your wallet.
Every time I've had CertaPro painters do work on my home, I really appreciate their professionalism. They make it worry-free, and it starts with a free estimate, all at the right price. And I love that each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Hi, this is Larry Richard. It's the perfect time to reach out, get CertaPro painters to visit your home. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. You'll be so glad you did. Trust CertaPro Painters.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog! Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
72 and mostly cloudy at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. New this hour, the last Sly Fox Brewing location in Pittsburgh is closing this weekend. The last day of business at the downtown tap room near Point State Park is Saturday the 15th. In a statement, Sly Fox said a difficult decision was made not to renew the lease. The company closed its South Side location back in February. A West Virginia man is facing a fine after TSA found a loaded gun in his carry-on bag Wednesday afternoon at Pittsburgh International. 28-year-old Chad Thubaugh of Wheeling also did not have a valid concealed carry permit, so his 9mm Glock was confiscated by Allegheny County Police. A letter written by a baseball fan in 1947 was recently discovered by his daughter and published by the Post-Gazette. Eileen Coliano shared her story with KDKA's Colin Dunlap Wednesday, and Paul Alexander has the story.
A clerk at U.S. Steel who had polio as a 10-year-old kid and couldn't pursue his dream of being a Major League Baseball player typed a letter to Pirate star Ralph Kiner. Rather than being bitter toward the game he couldn't play, he was a huge fan, and he tried to encourage Kiner after he went hitless in both ends of a doubleheader against Cincinnati.
He expressed real caring because Ralph was booed unfairly by Pirates fans, and my dad actually wrote, "Ralph, I was embarrassed to be a Pittsburgher that day."
Kiner appreciated the letter and sent a handwritten note thanking Eileen's dad for his support. And while he never did play the game he loved, he did manage to walk despite having polio. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 116 points at 53,654. The S&P up 36 points now, and the NASDAQ is up 174. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:31. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Life in the blink of an eye. My son, Vince, is turning 16. Wow. And I'm calling Oakmont Bakery, and I'm looking on their page because they have 3,000 ideas for handmade cakes, bespoke, anything you want. Flavors, shapes, sizes, you name it, they do it. Made my daughter insanely cool ballet slippers for her 16th. Oakmont Bakery. Delicious.
In retirement, there's only two things that matter:
income and growing your money. You don't spend a portfolio, you spend reliable, predictable cash flow month after month. I'm Brian Quaranta at Secure Money Advisors. We specialize in retirement income strategies built to help protect what you've earned and turn savings into sustainable income. As a fiduciary, our job is to make sure that you don't run out of money and you've got a strategy to keep pace with inflation. To learn more, claim your copy of my complimentary book, Right Track Your Retirement, at righttrackpittsburgh.com, where your retirement journey begins on the right track.
August is here, and before summer slips away, Bowser Hyundai wants you to have one last getaway. Take a look at the all-new 2026 Hyundai Elantra during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With a bold design and impressive fuel economy, it's built for every adventure, big or small. And right now at Bowser Hyundai, a 2026 Dealer of the Year winner, you can lease a 26 Elantra SE for just $159 a month. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance and are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends August 31st. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty? Is some heavy traffic on the front side of Green Tree Hill, backing right around the top of the hill as you try to fit through the Fort Pitt tunnels. Around the Squirrel Hill tunnels, just mild traffic delays for you in both directions on 376 there. Do want to remind you where you'll find some delays during the late evening and overnight hours. This down in Collier and Scott Townships because of some overnight patching operations. They were set to continue tonight. This is at 9 p.m. until 5 tomorrow morning. And this is on Route 50 between Green Tree Road and the intersection with Steen Road. With AAA traffic, I'm Edlin Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be warm and humid with clouds and sun. There can be a late-day thunderstorm, high 82. Then partly to mostly cloudy, warm and humid tonight with a shower or two late, low 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
This Kraus thing irritates me for several reasons. And I wanted to bring Patrick into this. Couple things. I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but Patrick, you would think by now, wouldn't you?
You would certainly hope. I mean, God, $30,000 in Bitcoin. Jesus.
And I asked Kraus this, and then Raz brought it up, and he's right. I mean, Patrick, it would take several days for me to get 30 grand. I might get 1,000. Might get you 1,000 if I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, you can do some of these things with credit cards and convert them to Bitcoin.
Most people can't max 30 grand on a credit card, son. And they're going to put. I would be, my man. If I did that, I would be contacted immediately by Amex. Immediately. Does this make sense to you that someone would do this, Patrick? 30 grand?
I mean, I've had relatives that have done. I have relatives that have done like 3,000 to 5,000 quickly. Now they're older, and they didn't do it Bitcoin, but they did do the stupid gift card thing.
Yeah. Now, to his point, this was the thing for a while. They would get you to. Where would they send you? The same place all the time.
It's still
Walmart?
A thing too. They'll send you to Walmart to get those green dot cards.
Yeah.
Yep. But they're using Best Buy cards. They're using Target gift cards. whatever it is, they can turn those things around and then convert them to cash real quick.
And you remember the girl at the ice cream shop where my son and daughter were working. The guy said he had the owner, and she ran down to gave the guy cash from the damn cash register. It's unbelievable.
It is. If anyone asks you for anything, gift card, wire transfer, they threaten you with arrest, it's a scam.
And how many people have warrants out that someone would be able to intimidate you like that? Right? Huh?
Well, I think that's the other thing. People just think, oh my gosh, why is there a warrant for me? But I better handle this real quick because I don't want to go to jail.
You know, I'm a cynical old journalist, so I actually played along with these scammers. And then I got the Secret Service involved, and I got the Jagoffs arrested. I really did. They ran a raid in Nigeria and arrested these morons, but it took months. But I kind of enjoyed messing with them. And to Patrick's point, usually, man, it's like someone who's like 80 years old. This guy's 50, man. Huh? Patrick.
There are gullible people of all ages, but typically you're right. It's the elderly who do, in a lot of cases, have quick access to cash.
Yep.
Because they're sitting on their retirement funds or whatever.
I don't understand, Patrick, why old people would send anyone money for Bitcoin. They don't even know what the hell it is. Huh?
No, they have no idea. Nope.
I don't know.
But they take. Well, the deal is they take regular cash, so it's not like they're getting Bitcoin and then sending the Bitcoin. They're going to a place where you put the cash in the machine and it converts it to Bitcoin instantly.
That's true. Man, you can't get. And Patrick, that money ain't coming back, bro. Ever.
No.
Ever.
The Feds have had better luck in the last couple of years, but it's still, 1 out of 1,000 plus. Ain't happening.
I feel bad, but you got to be kind of an idiot. All right.
That's fair.
Let's do something pleasant with one of my good friends and actually one of Patrick's good friends. Save people some money with my boy, our guy, Ticket Nick. Brother, man.
What's going on, Marty?
I love him because he's the most connected ticket guy in America. And he knows this stuff. And he's from here. And he has fistfuls of tickets for tonight's game. How much? I just want him to do this because I told Patrick this and my wife this and anyone who would listen. A lot of folks can't go to the big shot games. They can't afford them. They can't. And I get it. With parking and tickets and food, you take a family of 4, it's $1,000. Easy. Not so tonight, right, Nick? If you want, right?
If you want to go, tonight's the night to go. You want to take the kids down, you can get a family of 4 in probably tonight for about $80.
What?
Granted, those are upper level seats.
So
probably
what?
Get them, 4-pack for 20 each, and go have yourself a good time.
Hold on. Did you send me a text? Are there $15 seats right now?
The $15 tickets have kind of dried up, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think we're sitting at like $18, $20 to walk in the door, upper end zone.
Come on, Nick. $18.
Yeah, again, those are pairs. So
yeah.
If you're looking, but if a family of 4 is looking to go, you're going to pay more because it's a grouping. So, if you just wanted to go down and take your son, you can walk in real cheap.
And did you send me a text? Is parking coming down?
Parking came down a little bit, starting to spike back up again. There's only really on the secondary market about 36 parking passes out there.
And how much?
Depends on what lot you want to be in. It's now like $40 for the cheapest parking out there.
It's not bad. You can take your son to the game tonight and park for under $100. Come on, Nick. Come on.
I agree. I think it looks like the weather's going to hold on.
Yeah.
We'll probably get a good turnout tonight.
And the thing is, tonight's the night to go to Hyde Park because if you go during the season, Nick has the whole damn back of the restaurant laid out with him and his people, and it's not pleasant.
Yeah, I won't be down around the stadium tonight.
Oh, I know.
I'll be taking tonight off.
You know, I love him. My man doesn't go to this stuff, but you know where he went, Patrick? He went to Yacht Rock over the weekend. Yeah, he's wearing the hat, Patrick. He was wearing the damn hat, the captain's hat, and he had the little thing in his pocket, right, Nick?
I had an ascot on, Marty.
Yeah, something like that. My wife was obsessed with Yacht Rock and heard he was going. We were at a wedding, and she wanted to leave the damn wedding. I digress. So, Nick, there are $18 tickets. What's a good seat if you want to get to a good seat tonight? What's a good seat cost?
A really good seat tonight, $60.
No.
Yes.
And someone sent me a text, regular season Tampa Steelers, $600. So you know the difference, right?
Right now. But that's in Tampa.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the difference.
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's, exactly. This is, give the kids an experience, be around, pro football. And,
oh, yeah.
Typically the atmosphere is a little different, too.
Yep.
It's, let's say, not as lively.
Not as many drunks.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be nice.
Dropping F-bombs, hitting your head with a beer bottle. No, that doesn't happen as much anymore. They've kind of cracked down on that. Ticket, Nick, $18. My man. Thanks, brother.
Take care, Morty.
Yacht Rock, baby. Bringing it.
All right, here we go. Baseball, Pirate Baseball today. Colin Dunlap with you. I'll catch you after the game until 6 o'clock. KDK.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
I spoke to John Perry with Perry Calder Law Firm yesterday. JP said they have doctors on their staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. Your case. Doctors on the staff. They've had some of the best results in America in terms of lawsuits won and settled. AI, oh, they've got it. Attorney intelligence. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Give him a call. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
Well, what's up, Marty, is the Parkway West. It is our heaviest spot, has been all morning long, and probably will continue to be so throughout the afternoon. Until about 2 p.m., you do have crews working in that median area, landscapers doing some work there as you approach the Fort Pitt tunnels. And because of that, there's a left shoulder closure between Banksville's on-ramp and the inbound tunnel portal, so that's part of why things are so slow for you there. But even once they clear out of the way, the North Shore parking lot's open at 2 for the Steelers game tonight, so you could find some heavier traffic heading into town because of that. And certainly it'll be tight to find a parking spot on the North Shore. Maybe check out the Golden Triangle and take the T across the river. It'll cost you a little less to do that, too. Parkway East inbound right now is slow go at Edgewood Swissvale. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
5 games in 2 days. It's the 3rd annual KDKA Kickoff Classic, live from the Wolf Arena August 28th and 29th. Teams from Western Pennsylvania and New Jersey's Bergen Catholic make their way to the home of the Wolverines for a 2-day extravaganza of high school football. Get the full schedule at KDKARadio.com. It's powered by Bowser Chevrolet. High school football lives on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin, with Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks.
Calvin, you know what I love most about this job? That moment when the job's done. Maybe it's a new roof, upgraded siding, or a deck that makes you want to be outside, and you see that look on the customer's face.
Yeah, man, that never gets old. The care, the clean work, no shortcuts. And that's just how these Cousins have been doing it ever since Grandma's garage.
And that's not changing.
Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
Veteran
veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends,
I can tell you drove high.
parents,
I can tell when you drive high.
relatives.
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
My man Patrick did a little research. You can do better than Ticket. Nick, what did you find here for the game tonight, man?
Right now, there are a couple of $12 tickets.
It's unbelievable.
And a bunch of $15. $12 including taxes and fees.
No. Where
Oh,
at?
yeah.
Where at, Patrick? Where?
I just clicked the Ticketmaster link from the Steelers website.
Wow.
Takes you right into the game.
Wow. That's cool.
Right?
Huh?
Yeah, when I click lowest price here you go. Oh, the $12 one's gone, but you still got some $15 tickets. So pretty cheap outing for the family if you want to take somebody to the
Now,
Steelers.
people get all snobbed out about the Steelers. It's exhibition. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. I like watching the young players, quite frankly, and it's going to be a nice night. It's not going to rain. I think it's cool.
Absolutely. Honestly, it's kind of fun being up in the nosebleeds, up in
Yeah, I
the
don't
bleachers with your family. I
Yeah.
love it.
And the kids don't care. I mean, they love it. I'm just saying, there are a lot of youngsters that love the Steelers, and Dad can't pay $600 for a friggin' ticket. Who can? I can't. And $12, come on, man. $20, come on.
It's like a drink at Starbucks now.
It's one movie ticket. All right. I love it. Thank you. Nick, thanks for holding, man. Go ahead.
So the guy that got his money ripped off from Bitcoin, he must have done something wrong for him to think that they were coming after him. I mean, really.
It's
I mean,
funny,
if somebody
Patrick.
called-
Patrick, it's kind of what I've said. Like, if someone calls me and says, I have warrants for you, I'm going to tell them to kiss my, because there aren't any.
Right.
So,
Right.
You know what I mean, Patrick? So he's kind of right, isn't he? Someone must be paranoid or something, right?
There's definitely something there.
I think that's what I thought.
It would cost you less.
It
It would cost you less for a lawyer.
They have warrants out for his arrest.
Yeah.
And where do you get that kind of? They need to look at him. Where do you get that kind of money to drop in a Bitcoin? I ain't got 32 G's to drop nowhere right now.
There's no way, Nick. It would take. I'd have to go into my 401k.
Right.
It would take a week. I'd have to ask the
All right.
I'd have to ask the scammers. Hey, could you guys hang for a week while I get this money taken care of? Oh, wow, it's a lot of money, Patrick.
Well, you know, if you asked them to wait off a week, they totally would. They'll wait for 30 grand.
I'll tell you what I did. I really did. I strung them along for months, and I got the Secret Service to connect with them and arrest the morons, because this is when they were doing all the Nigerian scams. Hey, this is real stuff. I tried to help a guy out, but I couldn't. He lost $250,000 in one of these dating scams where he thought he was in love with a woman in England. You've seen these, Patrick. These gorgeous women. She wants me to meet her. It's ridiculous.
Yep, these catfishing dating scams. And they do all over the world.
I have a friend who is an attorney. If I'm lying, I'm dying. He was also a DA. He was also in the military. And I swear, about a month ago, he sends me this picture of this gorgeous blonde. Says she's from Ukraine, Patrick, Ukraine. Okay, his name's Jimmy. He's going to meet her in Las Vegas. Okay, Jimmy. She run. And look, people get lonely. They do stupid crap. He's in his 50s. I said, Jimmy, have you talked to her? No, you got to send this money before they'll establish that conversation. He was about to go for it. I had to call a cop in Dallas to call him and tell him he's high for doing this. We think we're smarter, Patrick, but emotion plays into this sometimes. But
it does, and I guess disposable income has a play in there too.
It does.
Jeez.
And I mean, and Patrick, honestly, with AI, my man, they can knock off your voice. They can knock off a family member who can call you in a panic. It's getting real high tech, isn't it?
Well, we had that happen with one of our employees once. His grandmother got a call.
Yep.
Thought it was from him, saying he was in jail, needed bail money.
Yep. We had a woman whose grandson, quote unquote, called her, said he was in the hospital and needed money. She sent him several $1,000s. I usually offer this warning to folks who have older parents, but that guy that got ripped off, was it yesterday? When was this? What are they saying, Patrick? Was it yesterday?
I think he said yesterday at the Philly airport.
He's freaking 50 years old, man.
He got his phone call.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. And generally, Patrick, these people are overseas. Sometimes in Russia, sometimes in Nigeria. They've kind of moved all around the world, have they not?
Yeah, they do. They bounce around.
Yep.
There's, they set up these little farms where they'll have 10, 20 people in an office building in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Making these calls.
It's wild.
And it's the same thing it happens with these tech support scammers too.
You know what though irritates me is that people buy into this crap, because when they were trying to scam me and I sucked them into my little lie, you could hear the phone room. You know what I mean? They're in a friggin' phone room, man.
Yep.
I don't know. I appreciate that Krause takes this seriously. I appreciate that Krause aggressively pursues this. But man, like my man Nick said, if someone calls and says they have warrants on someone and they give them 30 grand, they must have warrants. And who the hell has access to 30 grand? I might get $30. All right. Pirates are up next. Buyer beware. Talk to your parents or your grandparents about this. Don't ever answer the damn phone unless you know who it is. That's part of the problem. Like, if someone calls me at the airport in Philly, unless I see the name, I'm not answering the phone. If it's Patrick, it's a new number, I'll call him back. And I never get junk calls, ever, as a result. Just a little tip. But this guy who lost 30 grand, Patrick, he will never see a nickel of that money, will he, sir? Ever.
Oh, it's gone. Gone for good.
Gone forever. Bye-bye. Pirate baseball, folks, next.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Don't forget to switch your
You
camera.
ready for a Coit clean summer? This is really cool. My friends at Coit, right now, you can save 35% off all Coit cleaning services. Area rugs, wood and tile floors, drapes, upholstery, outdoor porch and patio furniture, and more. Love it. Get everything amazingly Coit clean for the summer. Call Coit now. Save 35%. 1-800-FOR-COIT. That's 1-800-FOR-COIT to get a free estimate on your home or business. They clean my house. Amazing. Coit, Pittsburgh's premier cleaning service.
August is Sandwich Month, and Easy Cater is rolling out a new surprise deal every week from August 3rd through 30th. That means every order of delicious sandwiches for your team comes with a side of something special just for you. From cheese steaks and cubanos to pita pockets and pastrami, Easy Cater makes it easy to bring everyone's favorite sandwiches to work and rack up big rewards while you're at it. New week, new deal, all August long. Visit easycater.com to place your next order and take a bite out of Sandwich Month. Restrictions apply. See offer details at easycater.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
75, mostly cloudy skies at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. New this hour, Allegheny County Sheriff Kevin Krause has prevailed in his suit against County Council over a ballot referendum that would have imposed a term limit on his position. The measure would have placed a referendum on the November ballot. Voters would be asked to approve or reject 12-year term limits for the county executive, council members, row officers, district attorney, and sheriff. Attorney Tom King told KDK's Marty Griffin Common Pleas Judge Jack McVeigh issued a ruling on this Wednesday, finding
County Council failed to hold the required hearings to allow the public to have input on this thing, and by doing so, they can't proceed with the ballot issue.
In the lawsuit, Krause contended the state constitution doesn't set a limit on terms and would have to be amended to do that. The wait is getting shorter for Wegmans fans as the company broke ground this morning on its new store in Cranberry Township. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush was there.
For Wegmans, this is about more than adding another grocery store. Store manager Tom Jeppy says the company is bringing its unique shopping experience to Cranberry Township.
We offer an exceptional level of incredible customer service. It's really second to none. We have industry-leading products that were sourced globally. We have there's a lot that goes into the Wegmans experience. And again, I'd have to invite you in the doors to experience that for yourself. And then once you're in it and you experience it, you're not going anywhere else. I can guarantee you that.
The 115,000 square foot store is being built next to the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex with plans to open in fall 2027. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
Wholesale inflation dropped last month as gas prices reversed some of the Iran war spike, and other costs also cooled. The Labor Department's Producer Price Index rose 4.7% in July from a year ago. That's down from a much larger 5.5% increase in June. On Wall Street, the markets are mixed right now. The Dow is down 94 points at 53,676. The S&P is up 29 points, and the NASDAQ is ahead by 134. Country music superstar Luke Combs' tour is coming to Pittsburgh next spring. It's the My Kinda Saturday Night Tour. It'll stop at Acrisure Stadium on May 8th. Presale tickets will be available on Wednesday the 19th. General sales begin on Friday the 21st. This is all next week. Combs last played in Pittsburgh in 2023 and Acrisure Stadium was sold out. A Powerball player in Illinois is $1 billion richer today after purchasing the winning ticket in last night's drawing. In the location, a Quincy, Illinois gas station. John Marshall's the manager at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. Got an early call from the manager at the company's other Quincy location.
He called me, and at 3 a.m. I thought something was wrong, but he just wanted to let me know that we sold the winning ticket. So I got me on the horn, and then I haven't been asleep since.
The winner or winners have yet to come forward. Here in Pennsylvania, 2 tickets with the Power Play option matched 4 numbers in the Powerball to win $150,000 each. KDKA Sports. The Pirates and Marlins play this afternoon on KDKA Radio. Coverage begins in just a few minutes. And in their first preseason game of the year, Steelers-Packers tonight at 7 at Acrisure Stadium. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News time is 12:03. Time to call Coit during their incredible indoor-outdoor cleaning sale. Call 1-800-FOR-COIT today and save 35% off all Coit cleaning services. It's mostly cloudy and 75 at Pittsburgh International. The AccuWeather forecast is coming up.
Time to get that painting project done that you've been putting off by calling CertaPro Painters. Hi, this is Larry Richard. My first experience more than a decade ago started with a free estimate. They got that done quickly and left the place beautifully cleaned up after a great professional job. And each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. That makes all the difference in the world. You're talking to the owner. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be warm and humid with clouds and sun. There can be a late-day thunderstorm, high 82. Then partly to mostly cloudy, warm and humid tonight with a shower or two late, low 67. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
So my friend Carlos with Greater Pitt Tree Service, this is the guy to call. This is the company to call with all these big storms and all these big trees down. The safest, the most highly trained, the best pricing, the best equipment, the best you'll ever find. He's done several trees in our neighborhood and in our yard. 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE, Greater Pitt Tree Service. Give me a yell. 2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
Listen to The Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A riddle brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? Progressive protects them both. It was an easy riddle. Learn more at Progressive.com.
Long live the king. Return to the magic and mystique of the Renaissance. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, just southeast of Pittsburgh, is back. August 22nd and 23rd is opening weekend.
It's entertainment. It's fantasy.
It's an adventure. To the past.
Filled with royalty, pageantry, jugglers and musicians, comedy, games, fine arts and crafts at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. Discount tickets at PittsburghRenFest.com.
Sat in Julian Gray's office for an hour and a half the other day, talked about, okay, if I die, how does my wife manage our assets? Okay, How about this? If I end up in a full-time nursing care facility, $15,000 a month, how do we protect the money in our 401k? How do we protect our house? How do we protect any savings? This is what Julian Gray does for people. It's amazing information. It's critical information. And you must do it. GrayOuterlaw.com, GrayOuterlaw.com. Do it now.
It's time for the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show. The North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show is presented by Keystone Custom Apparel and is brought to you by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Spencer Toyota, 2 Minute a Junk Truck, Saloni's Italian Bread, Joe Ball GMC, Hampton Beer Outlet, Hello Windows, Og Murphy and Perkoski, Pennsylvania One Call System, Zero Res Commercial Cleaning, Central Outreach, and the North Shore Tavern. The North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show is on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
And welcome in to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Paul Alexander with you until we get to the Pirates portion of the pregame show. Another tough one for the Bucs last night, an 8-2 loss to the Fish of Miami. And they are going to wrap up the series today with a 1:10 first pitch. And we'll get you right up to that portion of the activities today. And it's just been something that's really not that uncommon, unfortunately. It's I remember 2011 and 2012 very vividly when the Pirates showed a good bit of promise under Clint Hurdle, and they were moving pretty well, and then they hit August, and boy, they hit it hard. And I will, without in any way, shape, or form, present this as an excuse, but, and I know everything before but is a lie, the Connor Griffin, O'Neal Cruz injuries have been significant. Now, they just recently got Horwitz back, and there was an impact. You knew that there would be, the magician as Marilyn Valdez came in, and he was the savior. You know, he put up 14 home runs as quick as anyone, basically, in the history of Major League Baseball. But you also knew that with the advent of videotape and scouting and all the things you can do, there are certain pitches that he doesn't handle well. And once that is established and everybody is exposed, well, that's all he's going to see. So he couldn't carry the team much longer. But unfortunately, a team that is still fourth in all of baseball in runs scored is just mired in a collapse. This isn't a slump. This is, unfortunately, a legitimate collapse. 2-8 in their last 10. And it's just been rough. We're going to get you up to first pitch at 1:10. Quick look at the standings presented by Pella Windows and Doors, PellaPittsburgh.com. The Bucs have now slumped themselves into the bottom of the National League Central. Brewers still on top, 74-47, 5-5 in their last 10. Still a very significant plus 130 in terms of run differential. Cubs 71-50. They have made, I think, the Brewers a little bit uncomfortable. 8-2 in their last 10. Plus 115 in run differential. Cardinals still keeping their head above water. 61-60, 7-3. They are -1 in run differential. The Reds, hard to believe, they have overtaken the Pirates. 57-62, 5-5 in their last 10. They are a -78 in terms of run differential. Pirates are now at one of their lowest points of the season at 58-64, 2-8. in their last 10, still because of all those runs scored, plus 13 in terms of run differential. So what's on tap? That is brought to you by the Hampton Beer Outlet. Oktoberfest beers, pumpkin beers, already in stock at Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 18 in Hampton. What's on tap is, last night after the game, Don Kelly said, I think our guys feel sorry for themselves. Now, you're professional athletes. You are the best of the best. I mean, how many people from your neighborhood make it to the major leagues? From your high school make it? You're a big league ball player, and you can't get anything right. You can't get anything going. You can't win a game. You can't get on base. You can't get a hit when you need it. My apologies to Nick Gonzalez. He'll hit anywhere, anytime. But I think Don Kelly has reached a point where, listen, guys, suck it up and let's go. Let's turn this thing around a little bit, maybe finish above 500. There are still things in terms of individual honors, finishing above 500, which unfortunately is so rare that it's an occasion, for the Pirates. It's a rare happening. So it's something that you could do that would, finish this season with some sort of positive spin. I don't know. I mean, I really don't at this point. Weather, well, they play indoors in Miami, but in Miami, in case you were curious, partly sunny and 91 degrees. Always a pretty good situation in Miami. When we come back on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel, pitching matchup, as well as your starting lineups for the getaway day for the Pirates as they come home for 6 after today's game. They try to avoid a sweep against the Fish in Miami. Right here on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Precision Pointing and Restoration is pretty much booked for the remainder of the summer, and they have just a few slots available this fall. So here I am again to ask, can your long overdue masonry project really withstand another Pittsburgh polar vortex? Take a look up at your chimney, or better yet, get Precision Pointing out to your home to professionally assess. They guarantee all their work, and they don't require a down payment. Special discounts for vets, seniors, and first responders. BrickPointingPittsburgh.net. Procrastinating ends with a call to Precision Pointing.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives? I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you? So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment, a pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid...
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Plug-in Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 8th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
The Cousins are giving away a new roof because every family deserves a safe roof over their heads. Think you or someone you know deserves a new roof? Enter the End of Summer Cousins Roof Giveaway for your chance to receive up to $15,000 towards a brand new roof. Don't wait. Visit callthecousins.com and enter today.
Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Neil Walker. One of my favorite places to go on the North Shore is the North Shore Tavern. If you love the Pittsburgh Pirates, then you'll love the North Shore Tavern. My home and Pittsburgh's home for steak on the stone. Just a stone's throw away from PNC Park on the North Shore.
When disaster strikes your home or business, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration of Pittsburgh is ready to help. Our certified team handles everything from emergency cleanup to full reconstruction, working directly with your insurance to make the process simple. Available 24/7, we respond fast and restore your property with care, honesty, and experience you can trust. Visit panhandlecr.com. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, restoring Pittsburgh's peace of mind.
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, you'll hear true stories that will intrigue you, inspire you, and make you laugh.
He said, is there anything
and your diet that might be spiking your blood sugar. I said, sometimes I eat pizza until I'm unconscious. He said, I think that might be it.
For real stories live on stage from comedians, astronauts, accountants, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Now back to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Welcome back. Good afternoon. Paul Alexander with you on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Bucks and Marlins today in Miami, Lone Depot Ballpark. Gorgeous new facility that I have not yet seen. I would like to get down there and check that out. Let's get right into our pitching matchup today. Good news for the Pirates. It's Braxton Ashcraft. He comes into the contest 11-5 on the year. He's won 6 of his last 9 starts, a 4.08 ERA, 132 and a third innings of work with 145 strikeouts. A very, not impressive, but very solid whip of 1.16. Over his career, again, this is a young pitcher, 15-9, 3.61 ERA, 202 strikeouts in 202 innings. That's right where you want to be with a 1.19 whip. Again, very solid right there. He'll be opposing Tyler Phillips, 3-5, a 3.47 ERA, 93 and a third with 70 strikeouts, a 1.36 ERA, whip. The ERA is 3.47. 9-7 in his career. Another young starter, 3.81 career ERA, 207 innings of work with 150 strikeouts and a 1.29 whip. But Ashcraft coming into this one is the Pirates' best hope to try to turn this thing around, because when you've won 6 of your last 9 starts, you've done something that the rest of this rotation has not even sniffed. I mean, he's been consistent, he's been efficient, and he's been reliable. So I'm going to get to my keys to the game in a little bit, but I will tell you what, when you need a win right now, my apologies to Paul Skeens. You want to win right now, the guy in the mound today in Braxton Ashcraft is the guy, because he's been by far their best starting pitcher over the course of this season. All right, why don't we get to our starting lineup? By the way, our pitching matchup brought to you by Who's Got the Ball? Brought to you by Joe Ball GMC. You can have it all at Joe Ball. Shaping your future with our minor league report. Looking for anything that might be able to provide a little something in September when you can expand the roster and call some guys up. Nick Camillo, 10 home runs and a 6.82 OPS. Might be someone they want to take it. And Emmanuel Valdez, 14 home runs on the year and a 7.81 OPS. Just a couple of bats that have done a pretty decent job at the AAA level. But the majority, with Valdez and the password, those were the 2 best bats that they had to offer. But we'll have to see how those things work out. And shaping your future with the minor league report brought to you by Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union credit card. Earn 5% cash back on gas, groceries, restaurants, and travel through August. AllegiantFCU.org. Starting lineup for the Pirates today against Miami in Miami, Game 3 of their 3-game set. Brought to you by the Central Outreach Wellness Center. Cure your Hep C, no insurance necessary, for care. For the visiting Pirates, Horwitz will bat first and play first. 10 bombs on the year for Horwitz, coming off the DL recently, and he was a nice addition. He has had a solid year for the Pirates, certainly offensively. Lau will bat second and be the DH today. Leads the Pirates with 25 home runs on the year and an impressive 798 OPS. Reynolds, who, how about this? This is the Pirates' 123rd game. Guess who's played in all 122? Yeah, Brian Reynolds. And he had played in, I think, the last 15 or so games of last year. So he has a nice, I don't think Cal Ripken has anything to worry about, but it's a pretty good streak going on right now for Brian Reynolds.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
It's August and summer's not over, but fall is a-creepin', and you need beer, and there's one place to go for all your fall favorites. That is Hampton Beer Outlet. They have over 1,000 beers in stock. Everything you want, all at the best prices, and now pumpkin beers, Oktoberfest beers, imports, cans, bottles, all your favorites. Pumpkin beers, Oktoberfest beers, all at Hampton Beer Outlet. Drive a little, save a lot. Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 8 in Hampton.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Dollar General.
Being the executor of an estate is a big responsibility.
So in essence, you're naming a proxy, if you would, to handle your affairs after you have passed away.
You can make things easier for your executor by organizing your earthly affairs in the here and now.
Making sure your accounts are titled properly, the beneficiary designations are updated.
If not, the process of settling your estate could take months or even years. I'm Rob Hart.
Back to school season is here, and Dollar General has everything you need to start the school year strong. Don't forget to grab a pair of bright yellow sunglasses from the Yellow Glasses Project for just $2. Every purchase makes a difference, with 100% of proceeds helping support teachers, classrooms, and nonprofit organizations working to improve reading and literacy skills across the country. Stop by Dollar General today and shine bright with the Yellow Glasses Project, available now at Dollar General. The Yellow Glasses Project is a program of the Dollar General Literacy Foundation.
I'm meteorologist Jason Caterina with your KFC weekend weather update. On Saturday, expect partly sunny skies with pleasant conditions and lower humidity. The high temperature will reach 77 degrees. Introducing the KFC $10 bucket of the day deal. Now every weekday, you get a different bucket of crispy, crunchy chicken for just $10 each. 24 nuggets, $10, 8-piece, $10, 10 wings, $10, 8 tenders, $10 only at KFC. Prices and participation may vary while supplies last.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything that hasn't gone your way could probably be blamed on your father, not being emotionally available because his father wasn't emotionally available, and so on. And now that you're calm and healing, you're probably driving better too.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Now back to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
And welcome back to the show. Paul Alexander with you with those starting lineups. Horowitz will bat first and play first. The DH will be Brandon Lau. He has 25 bombs to lead the Bucs so far this year. As we mentioned before the break, Reynolds will be third, and he will play left. He's played in all 122 games so far this year for the Pirates. Not started every game, but has played as a pinch hitter or whatever every game this year. And Nicky G will play second today and bat cleanup. Went 2 for 3 yesterday. His 47th multiple hit game of the season yesterday, leading all of Major League Baseball. 47 multi-hit games for Nicky G. He has 6 bombs on the year as well, and I think he'll be much more comfortable today at second, rather over at third. In right will be the magician Valdez with 14 bombs, sitting on that number for a while. Needs to get off that schneid. At short will be Gonzalez. He has 5 home runs on the year. In center, Mangum, 4 bombs on the year. And at third base, a much better position for Jared Triolo. He's more comfortable at third than he is at short. And doing the catching today will be the youngster Flores. Looking at the homestanding Marlins, who, by the way, just a game and a half out of a wild card spot right now. They have much more to play for, actually, right now than the Pirates. Marcy will be in center and bat first. Edwards at second, batting second. Lopez at short, batting third. Conine will be the DH and batting cleanup. Ramirez will do the catching. Jimenez will be over at first. Casey will be in right. Sonoya will be in third. Ruiz will be in left and batting ninth today. As far as injuries are concerned, brought to you by Robert Pearson Associates, Pittsburgh's premier personal injury attorneys. Yeah, I mean, the two that have been really sticking in the craw of the Pirates for months now is, their rookie sensation, Connor Griffin, who not only shores up the team offensively and was a big contributor offensively for the Pirates, he is just a really solid fielder. It's short, that finger, major injury. You can't do much when your hands aren't working for you in baseball. And O'Neill Cruz, who really, I think, was off to an all-star start, could have put up maybe a 30-30, maybe even more so. Again, that has really hurt them. But the real problem with this team has not been offense until recently. So that's why they were getting along just fine without those two. But now the bats have quieted. The bullpen has been solidified. But now the starters, except for the man going today at Ashcroft, they have not been good. And the defense has been spotty all season long. And that really contributed to some of the problems that the bullpen had. And Major League Baseball has a strange way of scoring, in my opinion. These are Major League fielders, and if there are balls they should get to, plays they should make, I want that called an error. Just because a guy misjudges a ball and never gets near it doesn't mean it should not have been caught. I really think that the pitchers, they take a big hit with their ERA because they do not, in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion, they don't score Major League Baseball tough enough on the fielders. And the plays that should be made, when a play should be made and it isn't, to me, that's an error for the player responsible. But scorers just don't see it that way, and they don't call it that way. So that's your injury report. Cruz and Griffin still out, and we don't know when they will be back. And that is brought to you by Robert Pearson Associates, Pittsburgh's premier personal injury attorneys. What's at stake? Well, unfortunately, I don't think the postseason is a realistic goal right now. So I can't put, the playoffs as something that's at stake. But I will say that pride, salvage something, be it a finish above 500, which is still doable, and just stop the bleeding. I mean, you're 2 wins in your last 10 games. That's not okay. And that feeling in the clubhouse, that plane ride, make that a good plane ride home with a win today. Just, little victories, little wins. There's still a lot to play for. And if you're one of the younger players, you want to solidify your role. You want to, if you're an expiring contract, you want to show people that you still got a lot of game left and you're still a viable major league player. There's a lot on the line, but I really believe that pride has to be one of the things at stake right now, because it just the Pirates have been listless. It's just been blah. And I know it's a long season. I think it's an extremely long season. But this team had a lot of fire and a lot of fun. The cone was fun. There was a lot of good things going on just 3 weeks ago. So try to get back to having fun and winning some games. Keys to make that happen, and that is brought to you by Spitzer Toyota in Monroeville, SpitzerToyota.com. Play good, solid baseball. You have Ashcraft on the mound today. Field for him, hit for him, score for him, and get him his 7th win and his 10th start, which would be something that would be very cool. And you just have to find a way to get out of the funk that you were in. And that's unfortunate, but it happens. But what the Pirates haven't done is put together any kind of long winning streak. Their longest string of wins this year, a couple of times, is 4. That's something that you see some of these other teams that have come back, the Red Sox back from the dead. Other teams are coming. They're reeling off 10, 12, 13 wins, or maybe 8 of 10 instead of losing 8 of 10. Win 8 of 10. Win 8 of your next 10, and you're back right to respectability. And maybe, just maybe, you can sneak back into this thing, although that's not likely. When we come back, I'm going to tell you who's locked in to have a big game today. We're going to tell you who has the call of the game, and we'll get you set for what happens after the Pirates and Marlins play this afternoon. All that and plenty more right here on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel on News Radio KDKA.
Robert Pierce & Associates is one of the area's leading personal injury law firms. For over 45 years, the family-owned firm has remained dedicated to helping the friends and neighbors of our area get the justice they deserve. With 3 generations of legal expertise and a team of experienced attorneys, if you are injured, Robert Pierce & Associates handles all the costs of your case. No fees unless you win. The experienced personal injury team at Robert Pierce & Associates is here to help. Call today for a no-obligation appointment or visit piercelaw.com.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives?
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
Long live the king. Return to the magic and mystique of the Renaissance. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival just southeast of Pittsburgh is back. August 22nd and 23rd is opening weekend.
It's entertainment. It's fantasy.
It's an adventure. To the past.
Filled with royalty, pageantry, jugglers and musicians, comedy, games, fine arts and crafts at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. Discount tickets at pittsburghrenfest.com.
Did you know Hep C has a cure? Central Outreach is the #1 center for curing Hep C in the U.S. You do not need insurance to get cured. Walk in any Central Outreach Wellness Center or visit HepCMyWay.com to get cured from home. Call us at 866-WE-CURE-HEP-C. That's 866-WE-CURE-HEP-C.
Just reach out to Central Outreach.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215-215. That's SPARK to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you washed that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Ah, no, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever, now with odor-fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Sniff the difference.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now back to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
And welcome back. Getting closer to first pitch, 1:10 at Lone Depot Park in Miami. Braxton Ashcraft on the bump for the Bucks. He's won 6 of his last 9 starts. That's about as good as it gets in the rest of the majors because he has been red hot, and he has been playing extremely well. And I was very impressed, and I mentioned it during the starting lineup. Brian Reynolds has played in each of the Pirates' 122 games and 131 straight. Move over Cal Ripken. Here comes Brian Reynolds. No, I don't think there's anything to worry about quite there. Also, Nick Gonzalez. The Pirates, Brian Kelly said it looked like they're feeling sorry for themselves, which is never something you want to be accused of as a Major League Baseball player. So I think he's finally reached the point where he's kind of fed up with the effort he's seeing, but not with Nicky G. Nicky G went 2 for 3, scored the Buccos 2 runs, and now has 47 multi-hit games, the most in all of Major League Baseball. So when we're talking about our locked-in stone prediction, a sure pick for the game brought to you by the Precision Pointing and Restoration guys, well, I'm going with Nicky G. He's been showing up with that bat each and every game, and I think he's going to feel even better today because he's much better defensively over at second than he is at third. Triolo is much better at third than he is at short. So with Ashcraft pitching, those 2 defensive moves, I really think the Pirates are going to be able to snap out of it. But keep in mind, just being a game and a half out of the wild card are the Fish, they got a lot more on the line. The Pirates are kind of in a death spiral, but I think the Pirates are set up to maybe have a happy plane ride home as they come home to take on the Red Sox tomorrow through Sunday. And then it is Detroit as the Pirates have a 6-game homestand coming up starting with tomorrow's game. So it is the Pirates and the Marlins. They're in Miami. Weather will not be a factor because they play indoors in Miami. It's just been a disappointing month. You wanted meaningful games in August and September, and we feel as if we were all so close. They were getting there. They were trending in the right direction. However, sometimes a lot of guys can step up, for short periods. The magician, Valdez, certainly did that offensively. As Cruz and Griffin went down, he stepped in and stepped up in a huge way, kind of an historic way. His 14 home runs, I believe, or 13 at that point, in his first 88 at-bats, as good as, almost everyone in the history of this great game. So a lot of good things, were happening, and it looked like they were going to find a way. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Your stars have to be stars, and you can't put this all on Paul Skeens, but the rotation was supposed to be the strength of this team. Now, we know the bullpen struggled early and often, but the starters didn't do the bullpen any favors. The defense didn't do any bullpen any favors. At the deadline, they go out and solidify the bullpen, and the starters and the defense and then the offense all kind of disappeared, and that just doesn't get it done. So hopefully today can be the start of something of a strong finish for the Pirates. And remember, we will be here immediately after game with the Og Murphy and Prikoski reaction show. All that and plenty more coming up. But sit back, relax, call of the game, brought to you by Pennsylvania One Call System. Know what's below. Contact 811 before you dig. It's going to be Joe Block and the Pittsburgh Kid, Neil Walker. We'll have all the action for you today. And immediately thereafter, it is the Og Murphy and Prikoski reaction show presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. So, we'll get to the pirate version of the pregame show coming up. But I really been impressed with a couple of things, and certainly there's no question that Nick Gonzalez is not in the lineup for his glove, and there's different demands at different positions, and I think the ball gets on you so quickly when you're playing. They call it the hot corner for a reason. I think that that Nicky G is going to feel much better today over at second base, and I think that's a big help, and that will help a good bit. So I look for him to be our player of the game, our sure pick for the game, brought to you by Precision Pointing and Restoration. One, he'll be more comfortable defensively, which is nice. And this guy, you remember some of the players that the Pirates have had in the past that could just plain hit. Sanchez was certainly one of those guys that he was going to get, he felt like you were going to get 2 hits out of him in every single game. And that's how you feel about Nicky G. And I do think he'll be feeling a little better because he just never looked comfortable at third. And it's a tough position to play. Not that second base is easy to play, but, I didn't play baseball at any high level or anything special, but every once in a while I played shortstop growing up, and that's where I just felt so comfortable there. Played softball many years later, played for the Raskeller at Penn State, which was such a blast, and I loved playing shortstop. And when I ever had to play somewhere else, it just felt off. It felt weird. And I know these are Major League Baseball players, but your comfort level and your confidence, they matter. I mean, they matter in a big way. So I think the Pirates have a very nice chance today because of their starting pitching. I think they have one of their better defensive lineups when you have Triolo at third and Nicky G not at third and over at second, where I think he's a lot more comfortable. Horowitz is a very solid fielding first baseman. And the other Gonzo, I think he does a pretty nice job at short. So I think the Pirates are set up, hopefully. I know Donnie has a lot of Jim Leland in him, Don Kelly, the manager. I don't think he flipped over the food table last night after the game or anything like Jimmy Leland would have done. However, when he comes out, this is the first time publicly he has been a little bit critical of his team. And when you call out Major League professional players and say it looks as if they feel sorry for themselves, hopefully that bothers them. Now, there's no guarantee, and I have not spent any time in that clubhouse. So I don't really feel I'm, able to say, what these guys are like or how they react to something like that. But I know Donnie has taken the high road on every single occasion. When guys have made some pretty bad base running blunders, some defensive foibles, some problems here and there, Donnie has always looked for the positive in every game, and I think that his players really respect that. But when you're not showing up and playing hard, or you don't appear to be looking like you're playing hard, or you don't appear to be like you're giving maximum effort, it's time for the manager to come out pretty hard and pretty strong. And for him to say that these guys are playing like they're feeling sorry for themselves, I just hope they have enough pride to go out and try to resurrect what is left of this season. And, I think everybody out there knows the Steelers are playing a preseason game. And in all my conversations with all the Pirate brass and, why do you talk about the Steelers all the time? Well, you know what? You have to own your season. And right now, the Pirates are seeing that slip away. They took us on a very nice run for the majority of the season. But now they have to find a way to suck it up and finish strong. Finish above 500. Give us hope for next year. Whatever it is that you're doing, or if you think you still have a chance to make to the playoffs, do so. Michaela, great job. Love working with you today. Enjoy the game. We'll see you immediately after right here on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
In 3.
This ball is gone. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
1.
Grand slam for Brian Reynolds.
Your Pirates are on the air. Today's game of the Pirates Radio Network is brought to you by Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to sponsor Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Pirates. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Number 1 Cochrane, Club 1 Rewards. Join for free today and earn points and save on every service visit. Operating Engineers Local 66. Partner with Operating Engineers Local 66. Join us at IUOE66.org. Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. And by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. This is Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network.
Baseball greetings from Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Today, it's the Pirates and the Miami Marlins here concluding this 3-game series. And we welcome you into the booth. Joe Block and Neil Walker with you here this afternoon. Santiago Rodriguez, our producer engineer, with us here in the booth. And it's Mike Kravitz back in our network control center, getting you ready for some baseball as the Pirates have been dealt defeat in each of the first 2 games of this series. They've now lost 7 of their last 8 and 15 of 20. That has secured a 7th consecutive series loss for the Pirates. Meanwhile, Miami is surging. Despite selling at the trade deadline, at least modestly, the Marlins, with these 2 wins in this series, have pulled to within a game and a half of the final wild card spot in the National League. And with 40 games remaining for the Pirates, to get over to the pace of what those teams are doing right now, the Pirates would have to win 70% of their games over this final 40. That means 28-12 to get to an 86-win finish. And not impossible, but of course daunting with a quarter of the season remaining. But it begins here today behind the Pirates all-star right-hander Braxton Ashcraft. He's 11-5 with a 4.08 ERA. And he'll go against Miami right-hander Tyler Phillips, who has transitioned to the rotation. It's been a bumpy ride for him in his career as a starting pitcher, an ERA close to 5.5, and a high home run rate as well for Phillips. And we'll look toward the running game today, as both teams are one of the 2 of the most often stealing teams in baseball. That may be a factor here today with the Pirates and Marlins running a lot in this afternoon tilt here from Miami. We're all buttoned up today. The roof is closed. Temperatures soaring into the 90s again, with the heat index at 100 when I woke up today. So they keep the roof closed for most of the spring and summer here in Miami. And the Pirates making some roster moves today. We'll tell you about those coming up. But up next, Greg Brown will visit with the Pirates manager, Donnie Kelly. And then it's Neil and I rejoining you here from Miami. That's all coming up right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
What does Paul Skeens talk about in the clubhouse?
I keep telling the guys, you got to join #1 Cochrane Club One Rewards.
Surprised? You shouldn't be. Here's the box score. 5% back in points for every $1 spent on service. 5 cents off a gallon at Sheetz. Members only offers.
See what I mean?
Get your free membership at club1rewards.cochrane.com. #1 Cochrane, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
While you sleep, there are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
A good batting order makes all the difference. You start strong, maybe with a breakfast burrito to get you going. Then you bring in some power, like a MTO Homestyle Chicken Sub. And when it's time to shut it down, that's milkshake territory. No debate. Because when you line things up right, even an ordinary day can feel like a win. Sheetz, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
RingCentral will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business. Welcome back. Here we are in Miami in the skipper's office with Pirates manager Don Kelly. It is the final game of this brief road trip in Miami. Pirates trying to salvage the final game of this series today after a disappointing 8-2 loss last night. Bucks have dropped 3 in a row. After the game, Donnie, I love this old Irish saying, beware the fury of a patient man. I tell my family that a lot. And I thought about that watching your post-game press conference, because you've got a lot of patience, but eventually it kind of came to a head, and last night I think you kind of let everybody know how you feel.
Yeah, well, you know, we've fought all year long, and
I think that through a lot of adversity, through ups, downs, injuries, everything that's gone on, we've shown that resilience and that fight, and just I guess over the course of the last few days, and specifically last night, just didn't see that same fight. And that's not the way that we're gonna. I hate losing, and if we are going to lose, we need to go down fighting.
Do you hate that, or maybe you don't care, the perception? Is the perception at all important to you outside this clubhouse, what people think? Because they see a nice Don Kelly, although they also see you leading Major League Baseball in ejection, so they certainly see that fury. And the reason I ask that is because since you came on board, I've kind of suggested that you're a little bit of a hybrid between Tanner and Leland, because I see both in you. Tanner was criticized publicly for being always jolly and smiling and happy, but I've talked to his players over the years, including Bob Walk, who said he's anything but that behind clubhouse doors. So I just wonder what you think about the perception of Don Kelly.
Well, I mean, I think that to say you don't care is maybe lying, and knowing that it's my job every day to show up and yes, be positive, and also bring accountability to what we're trying to do every day. And at the end of the day, when I feel like that is not happening, whether it's with the team, whether it's with team as a whole, an individual on the team, an umpire that, isn't doing things the way that I feel that we should be respected in that way, the fuse will go out.
Donnie, did you close the clubhouse doors and let everybody kind of know under no uncertain terms how you felt?
Yeah, we had a little team meeting, and it wasn't. It wasn't
pleasant.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Anything like that isn't pleasant, and I think that it was needed.
You talked about how you maybe felt the players are starting to feel sorry for themselves, but in that maybe lacks a little bit, not covering first base on a ground ball. Over the last couple of weeks, we've seen some base running mistakes and some physical and mental errors. I guess that's kind of what you're talking about.
Exactly, and the pressure of playing more meaningful games will do that. Something that we need to learn through and figure out how to play with that pressure, and being prepared every pitch, every at bat, and understanding the scoreboard, understanding how we need to continue to compete through this. That yes, there have been some uncharacteristic mistakes that we've made. You hit on not covering first yesterday, some base running things that have happened, getting doubled off, and trying to stretch balls that we probably shouldn't in those situations, and we need to learn from it so that we can continue to get better.
Carmen Majinski lasted just 2 1/3 innings. He said something after the game about mechanical stuff, physical stuff that needs to be cleaned up. Do you any idea what that might entail?
Yeah, no, not sure. Mechanically, I know that they're not just Carmen, but the pitching group, Murph and the staff and the players are always working on different adjustments, and not sure the specifics of what that entails. I'm sure I'll get more information here today.
Is he just kind of you have not named him as a starter to replace Keller twice. You've named him the starter the night before the next game. Will you just kind of continue to do it, see how it goes?
Yeah, we're just going to play it by ear and have Carmen he knew that he was going to be pitching on those days. Maybe we weren't sure if it was going to be the first pitch of the game or if it was going to be somewhere during the game, but he was going to get a lot of innings on that day.
Some players in the clubhouse today, mainly Jack Brannigan up from AAA, and we saw Isaac Mattson. You had to make a couple of moves today.
Yeah, we did. Getting Mattson up a little bit more length out of the pen. We optioned Evan Sisk to AAA, and then Brannigan will be up. And Andy is going to go on the IL.
How is Andy doing? Not getting better.
Yeah, not good. Not getting better, and he's extremely frustrated with it, and hoping to get some answers here soon.
In the meantime, you've had to really run Henry Davis out there a bunch. Rafael Flores is in there today. I guess that's kind of the way it'll go. For the most part, it's Henry, and backing up will be Rafael Flores.
Yeah, you got it. And Henry has done a nice job defensively. Looking forward to Flo being in there today, and he's been having some good work in the cage and out on the field during BP, and we'll yeah, it'll be mostly Henry, and then Flo will get some time too.
Donnie, you're trying to spark this offense. You got Spencer Horwitz back leading off, which he was doing a whole bunch before he got hurt. You dropped Mangum down to the 7th spot of the batting order. Maybe try this out, see what happens.
Just trying to switch it up. I mean, Mangum has done a great job seeing if we can, get Spencer back to the top, get him going, and have Mangum be a little spark plug maybe there towards the bottom of the lineup.
How wild is this Merlin Valdez thing been? I think he went 19 straight plate appearances. I believe that's what we talked about, with either a walk or a strikeout. 19 straight. Now, after he struck out 4 straight times the other day, he's put the ball in play 7 straight times, and he looks like his at-bats are much better.
Much better, and he had the homer yesterday that Marcy brought back. Was really good swing. He's been swinging the bat better, and hopefully that continues. We need it.
Tyler Phillips, better as a reliever, maybe not as good as a starter. He goes today for the Marlins. Know much about Tyler Phillips?
Yeah, I do, and I think that a lot is going to come down to us as an offense and executing and sticking to our plan and having the conviction to do that. I think that going up there and continuing to compete the way that we have all season, grinding out at bats and continuing to keep the line moving is going to be a big key.
Look forward to the start today, Donnie. Going back to Chuck Tanner, way back when, veteran Pirate fans might remember this, the 1978 season. Pirates were about 11.5 back in early September. They had just been swept by the Phillies, devastating loss, and Chuck Tanner said, "This may not be the end, this may be the beginning." And so maybe today is the beginning.
The beginning, I like that.
All right, we'll come back. It'll be Neil Walker joining Joe Block. We continue from Miami on the Pirates Baseball Network.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
Bucco fans, join us Saturday, August 15th when the Pirates take on the Boston Red Sox at 7:15. Arrive early to enjoy a pregame block party on Federal Street with music, drink specials, and more, presented by Mike's Beer Bar. Plus, the first 20,000 fans take home a PNC Park replica statue presented by PNC, celebrating the 25th anniversary of PNC Park. It's the Buccos and Red Sox, Saturday, August 15th at 7:15. Get your tickets at pirates.com.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
the national anthem here in